Boy, do the cameras love Eddie Izzard. But he is a lot of fun. He's always larking about and he has a deliciously weird sense of humour. Today, though, Eddie got serious. After a fashion.
We know where you live is what gangsters normally say to ordinary people, and that is what Amnesty are now using, or we're now using, to say back to the gangsters who run these criminal countries. Not criminal countries, but they run them in a criminal way. So here's the BBC on the left. They have not done crimes against humanity, so they're all right. One or two entertainmentally dodgy things, but that's not really Amnesty's remit.
In less than an hour, our bus trip took in 3 embassies: China's, Argentina's and Myanmar's. They're all countries accused by Amnesty International of human rights abuses. Outside Argentina, Eddie got personal.
My name is Eddie Izzard. I am a transvestite. In February of the year 2000, Vanessa Lorena Ledesma, also a transvestite, an Argentinian citizen, was arrested and tortured to death. If Argentina is now a democracy, it must uphold the rule of law and the international rule of law. And I'm now a transvestite, I'm now on their soil, and they should really arrest me. But they're not going to, because they're not here. And I'm not wearing a lot of makeup.
The Argentinian embassy denies the torture of Vanessa Lorena Ledesma. They told us every allegation of human rights abuse is taken seriously and investigated thoroughly. The country abides by all international human rights conventions. The Chinese embassy also issued a statement saying Chinese people enjoy adequate freedom and democracy. The accusations made by Amnesty International are groundless and unreasonable. The Myanmar or Burmese embassy told us there was no one available to comment. In its 40th year, Amnesty International is not about to give up the fight. Not with a new weapon like Eddie Izzard. Jules Botfield, Newsroom South East.
Ticket inspecting Alf Garnett style. Commuters climbing on board a number 38 London bus are greeted by one of Britain's grumpiest old men.
Half-price ticket here.
And there's no refuge further along the deck, where Richard Wilson, alias Victor Meldrew, is prowling.
I like his programme. I think he's very funny. I think he's a Scotsman, isn't he?
The stars of One Foot in the Grave and In Sickness and in Health are spending the day collecting fares on Amnesty International's Big Black Bus. The aim is to draw attention to the plight of prisoners of conscience while having a bit of fun.
I don't want any ugly people on my bus, so ugly people are paid double.
What about you, Richard? Who would you pick?
I would just let anyone on my bus, because I'm that sort of guy. Anyone can come on my bus, as long as they pay the proper fare.
If you've not caught a bus today, don't think you've escaped all this mayhem. Amnesty International's Big Black Bus is travelling the number 38 route all this week, with a host of celebrities on board. Andrew Webb, Newsroom South East, on board the Big Black Bus.
Comedians and musicians shared a star-studded bill at London's Wembley Arena last night in aid of Amnesty International. The event, called We Know Where You Live, marks the 40th anniversary of the organisation. It follows on from the Secret Policeman's Ball Nights for Amnesty, which set the tradition of combining entertainment with campaigning. Our arts correspondent Rosie Millard was there.
11,000 people filled Wembley Arena last night for an evening aimed at boosting Amnesty's profile with the high-octane power of celebrity comedy. For some, it was to be a key night.
This is a very important night because this is the last time the mobile phone will ever appear, because I'm killing off Trigger Happy, and I was going to try and burn it on stage in a Hendrix-like way, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, it will be the last mobile phone, and I didn't really want to do that, but you know, you've got to do it, because that's my catchphrase, hello, which is so clever.
Introduced by Eddie Izzard, the evening was as big and as bold as the venue it occupied.
Good evening, Wembley! The largest Wembley venue they've got, because the other one's got a wheelbarrow in it.
To attract a new generation of support, Amnesty's booked the latest in comedy and showbiz for tonight's performance. Of course, there are also those stars who simply won't go away.
It's a great organisation. That's the thing that's in my mind. It's not a show that I would ordinarily do, you know, which would be my show with my fans, with my. This is bigger than that because of what it represents.
I only joined Amnesty International when I was actually doing an Amnesty benefit once, and someone said they were doing an interview and said, of course you're all Amnesty members, and we all got a bit red-faced and realised that no one who was actually performing...
Are you a member?
Yeah, I'm a member. I've been a member for many years now. Are you a member?
No, RNLI is the nearest target. But
It's the same organisation, actually.
I shall become a member and free the prisoner of Zenda, I say.
Free Ronnie Biggs.
One of the campaigns Amnesty is currently fighting is for 2 comedians jailed in Burma for poking fun at the government. It seemed appropriate that our comedians had been drafted in to help them and all prisoners of conscience across the world. Rosie Millard, BBC News.